Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new, what's up? How you doing? Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe before you even get started, because why not, girl or guy? You know what I'm saying? It don't cost nothing. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. My name is CCGRWM, formerly Lipstick Junkie here on YouTube, and today I'm back with another video. So in this video, I just really wanted to talk to y'all, have like some girl talk, really sit down, really unpack some things. I know it's going to be kind of a long video, so I don't want to talk too much. So you guys, let's just get right into the video.
Trying to get it together. Cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the shit girl. Don't call me sis cause I'm not your sister. You really need to come and get your mister.
Hey y'all. Okay, what's up? What's popping? We are back. I already did my brows. Don't mind my mirror. It's just gonna show the reflection of one of my box lights. And hopefully you don't see my hand movements too much because y'all know I be talking with my hands. But okay, I already did my brows. I wasn't going to do shadow, but I might. Yeah, I think I might just do some shadow. So yeah, I'm about to run errands. I have therapy later, and I don't feel like I'm gonna cry. Oh, I just wiped that on my face. Wow. I don't feel like I'm gonna cry today. Okay, do any of y'all be like that? Any other ladies that go to therapy and wear makeup, do y'all be like that? Because I have not worn makeup to see my therapist. I don't think not one time. I think she's seen pictures of my makeup, but she's never actually seen me in it, which is crazy. She's only ever seen like my brows done and me with like lashes on. I never did like a full beat. But your girl got stuff to do today, so rain or not, I need for this here face to be did. I just really want to come on here and talk to you guys. As you guys can tell by the title, I was really contemplating quitting not just YouTube, but just doing like beauty influencing period. Like clients. I just really got to a point where I was just really questioning everything, and I was like, you know, I really don't see the point in none of this no more. Like, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not getting the response I like. So let's just quit. And that was really gonna be my mentality, to just make an announcement like on the last day of the year that I'm no longer taking clients, that I'm done doing makeup, I'm done with YouTube. I'm just going to stick to just playing in makeup and creating content if I wanted to. And that was just going to be the end of that. But I've since had a change of heart. Y'all can see me better. Don't mind this mess if y'all can see that. But yeah, I've had a change of heart, and I feel like majority of it just came from me being frustrated. Like, I've been on YouTube since 2015. I don't even have 10,000, you know, subscribers. Been on Instagram doing makeup since about the same time. I can't seem to get past 5,000 followers. But you know what? I really had to have a real talk with myself. And this is when real self-awareness and you just being tired of your own shit comes into play. For the last 5 years, I have done nothing but go through emotional turmoil, situation after situation. Sorry, I turned on the fan, so I'm trying to see if it's gonna, yeah, it's too much. I just turned it off, but it was making my eyes water, but it's too hot with these lights without it, and I just got the shower. But I had to really have one of those, all right, beach, me to me in the mirror. That's me to me. You have not been consistent. Like, honestly, if anything, I can't even be mad at myself, because like I said, I've just been going through so much. But honestly, at the end of the day, I'm not where I want to be because of timing. One, I'm a firm believer in it's a perfect time and a perfect place for everything. I don't feel like there's a such thing as a missed opportunity. You don't miss opportunities. It just was not for you. So I'm a firm believer in that. But I feel like here lately, I haven't really been tapping into my passions or like my dreams. It's just been more so like the day-to-day, the everyday stuff, working full-time, which that's gonna be a whole nother chit chat, get ready with me. But y'all, tech is not for me. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm gonna leave that there. I just feel like I'm too real of a bitch for that shit. Like, even my coworker said that. Like, and he was like, no offense, but this gay dude I work with, he's hella cool, but he was just like, you a real ass bitch. You too real for this job. Like, he like, they can't take it. They can't take you. I'm like, you know what? I thought it was just me. Okay. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation, like I said. And I don't want this video to be too long because I feel like I just start ranting, and I never really, and I don't never really, like, you know, get to my points because I'm too busy ranting, that I never even really talk about the real reason why I'm on camera in the first place. So yeah, I said all that to say, I just was having like, and this isn't my first time. I had this same feeling like some years ago where I was like, I'm done doing makeup. I don't want to take clients, But I have not been tapping into my passions. Like, I haven't been tapping into my passions, into myself. I feel like my 9-to-5 has really put a damper on me, because when I get off my 9-to-5, I go straight to working for my businesses, whether that's doing makeup, doing graphics, anything of that nature that I have to do. I go straight into that. I do take a break. Like, I give myself like maybe a 30 minutes to an hour break in between, so that I'm not just like a hamster on a wheel. But that's what I feel like most of the day. I feel like I'm just a hamster on a wheel. I feel like I really don't get anywhere a lot of days. I'm realizing too that I may suffer from seasonal depression a little more than what I thought. And I'm not gonna say like depressed in the sense of like, oh, I'm just in a slumps and No, in the sense of like, I'm tired. It's cold outside. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to move. I've been off work now. Tomorrow will be a week because I'm calling out. I'm supposed to go back in tomorrow, but that makes absolutely no sense. I thought our office was open Christmas Eve. My manager told me it was open Christmas Eve, and we're not. So it makes absolutely no sense for me to go into work one day when I'm off Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve and Christmas. So anywho, sorry. I've been off for like a week, and I don't even feel like I've accomplished nearly half of the things I accomplished. I feel like I let real life situations get in the way of things. My current job, like I said, my role has been stressful. I'm not happy. I'm undervalued. I'm underpaid, which I am working on changing. Everything I'm talking about, I'm working on changing. And I think that's why I'm just so comfortable talking about it now. I don't feel like, since I've been on YouTube, I've been as transparent as I can be. And I feel like that's from a sense of, at one point, I feel like I had diarrhea of the mouth, and not like I was just out here telling my business all the time, but I was so transparent, and I didn't realize how uncomfortable it made people, to where my business started getting out. Like, oh, can you believe she said this, or she said she was going through that? I've never been the type of person to hide what I'm going through, like, ever. If I'm going through something and I really don't want to talk about it, I'm gonna say I really don't want to talk about it. Or if I'm going through something and I don't know what it is, I'm gonna say I don't know what it is. Like, I'm really one of those people that's in tune with my emotions. And I realized that made a lot of people uncomfortable. A lot of people are not in tune with their emotions. A lot of people are not self-aware, like how they either claim to be, they portray to be, they come off to be. A lot of people are not. And they look at you like you crazy when you are self-aware, or you can tap into, okay, why am I feeling like this? Like, what's going on? Like, what do I need to do? And I don't feel like I've been as transparent with you guys because of that. Like, I've just went through so many ruts in my life, and I think I just got so used to it, to the point, especially like college, I think it was just to the point where I was just like, I was just taking hit after hit, left, right. Like, a lot of people were struggling in college, but I was struggling before I got to college. So And I mean struggling in every way. It's making my eyes water again. And I mean struggle in every way, financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Like I was literally, oh, y'all probably heard my stomach growling. But I was literally struggling in every way. And I really didn't know how to deal with that. And I think for me, I felt like I had to come to YouTube as something that I'm not. Like, I'll never forget one time I had a comment, and I don't remember the exact video, but it was an old vlog. And I remember I was cussing like I don't know what in that vlog. And I remember I had a comment, and a person was like, I've been waiting for you to show up how you show up on Instagram. I've been waiting for you to show up on YouTube how you show up on Instagram. And that to me said a lot, because I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? She right. Like, I don't be showing up on YouTube like my authentic Bougetto self. I'm a Bougetto ass bitch. And it's something that I've accepted, and it's something that I think not I necessarily tried to hide, but when I got on YouTube, it was this bougie luxury, da 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 da. Like, it was just this glam. Oh, you have to be like this girly girl. And it's like, I'm from the west side of Atlanta. Like, baby, it ain't nothing glam about shit I done came from. It ain't nothing glam, glitz and glam about shit I was going through. And I didn't know how to turn that pain into power. And I think that was like my thing for most of the time. Like, you know, not that I was showing up as somebody else, but it was like, I felt like I couldn't show up as Jade. Like, I had to be lipstick junkie every day. And I feel like because of that, it caused me to not show up at all. It caused me to just not show up. Like, forget showing up as your authentic self, baby. I'm not coming, period. Okay? And that was just like my thing. Like, I think because YouTube makeup, it's always been something I wanted to do, but I didn't see it for myself doing it full time. Like, makeup, YouTube, I always lost sight of my goal. I let life's pressures and trials and tribulations whoop my ass to the point where it was like, fuck everything, I'm not doing this. No, like, it was just like that. Like, I just felt like I don't know, I just felt so outside of myself. And I told my therapist this a long time ago, maybe like a year ago, and I was telling her, like, I feel like I'm just like in a car, and the car is just driving, and I'm in the passenger seat trying to get to the driver's seat, but we crashing. But it's like I'm in the car in the passenger seat, but it's like I'm outside of the car watching the chaos as well. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but she understood what I was saying. But that's just how I felt. I just always felt like I was a passenger to my own life, even though I was in control to a certain extent. I feel like I let unforeseen circumstances and events really just take over. Like, I feel like I let those take over my life. And not once was I like, okay, well, I'm gonna get my power back. Like, now, of course, but back then I just could not understand. It's like I had one thing after another. Like it was so much that I went through, so much that I did not get to process. Like, I didn't even have a childhood, let alone like like how most kids, they go from like childhood to being like young men or young women. I didn't have that. Like, I went from childhood, maybe like 3 or 4, to straight adulthood, 5, 6, 7, you know. And I feel like that's a story that a lot of people have been waiting to hear. Just about like my background, things I've been through, things I've gone through, my childhood. And I feel like a lot of the times I wasn't telling this story because I was protecting a lot of people in this place where I don't really care. Like, my story is my story. If you're a villain in my story, it is what it is. Or if you were a villain in my story, it is what it is. Like, I can't let other people's feelings or emotions or certain relationships dictate whether I'm sharing my truth or not, because I don't feel like I have been sharing my truth. It's a lot that's happened to me. It's a lot that I went through as a kid that I didn't know how to even navigate through, because it was all just so traumatic. And I feel like I just got so used to trauma at one point. Like, that was all. I think I felt like, not like that's all I deserve or anything, but I just at one point I just felt like, oh, this is all I'm gonna get. Like, well, I mean, I guess you can say like that's kind of like the same thing, but yeah, like at one point I just felt like, okay, well, it's just gonna be bullshit after bullshit, thing after thing that I have to handle or go through myself. It was always me going through things by myself. Then it's like I got this big support system and all these friends and, you know, all this family and a whole relationship, you know. It was just so much, and I feel like every day it just became like a built up thing. I know that one of my main problems is that I am not consistent. And that is definitely something that I have been working on, not like on some 2022 stuff, but on just period. Like, it's a lot of shit that I know I need to work on. And consistency is one of them. I didn't even know what the word consistent meant for real. Like, consistent, what's that? That would be like my like my field, because it's like I always start something and then immediately when something happens, or something like, I say like the devil, like, cause it'll be like the most random thing that'll come in and it'll be so wild, like, what the hell, like, where did that even come from? It'll be stuff that'll be out of my control, is what I'm saying. Like, everything I'm talking about is out of my control, but I never took my power back, and that is where I feel like I completely failed myself. I never took my power back, you know. I never gave myself time to grieve for nothing, like anything. Like, I don't even know what grieving is for real, and I know that's one of my main problems right now. And that's just period, not like a physical loss, because you know you can lose people anytime, any day, and they still be here physically. And that's what I'm talking about, like people that are still here physically, but I've lost them. And it's a few people like that. It's well, not a few. It's a long, lengthy list, actually. I didn't know how to deal with that. Like, I was just constantly losing friends. I was constantly falling out with people. You know, it's always a situation. And you know, at one point I remember thinking like, wow, I'm really the problem. Like, I'm the common denominator with all of this stuff. I have to be the problem, but I'm not the problem, but it is me. Like, I am that girl that's like, yeah, no, you got me fucked up. Like, that's just me, and I've always been that way, and people can't take that, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. That's okay. Then, you know, when people do you dirty and they start acting weird, like, all of that type of shit just start happening out of nowhere. But I didn't know what was going on behind my back until God revealed everything. You know what I mean? And that's what everybody, like, everybody I fell out with, I can say within like the last 2-3 years, God done came back and really showed me the light. Like, yeah, girl. Even though I already felt like, yeah, no, it's their loss. I have yet to lose anybody that I miss. Like, and that's not even me being funny. Like, people legit don't contribute shit to your life. Like, none of these people contributed shit to my life. So to me, it was just like, well, what am I really dwelling over? But it wasn't even that. I should have still gave myself that time to still mourn. Like, you still lost somebody, you know, whether they were contributing or not. At one point, this person was a really good friend, or a person, you know, you could do this with, you could do that with. Like, I just never gave myself that time. Like, when people leave my life, baby, I'm the one that's opening the door. I'm slamming it on your way out. Like, That's always been me. Like, go ahead. Like, I'm not stopping nobody. And I've always been like that. And a lot of people cannot handle that. I notice people want you to chase them or want you to like kiss their ass. And it's like, for what? Like, for what? But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. I'm not even about to get all into that because I can really say a lot about, I can say a lot about that. But that's not even what I'm referring to. I'm just saying, like, in general, I just never gave myself that time. Like, it was just almost, oh, well, another one bites the dust. Holla, like, next. And that's not necessarily okay. I got distracted. I got distracted from not only my goals, but my priorities, my why. And I think for a long time, I didn't really know my why. It was just like, well, I'm here. I don't know why, but I am. Not sure what I'm really doing. And I promise y'all, I know I say this, but y'all really give me that confirmation. Even though it's like I've never been the type of person that need confirmation. I just feel like anything going good is confirmation enough. I don't really need, you know, no confirmation or anybody's like thumbs up. But the support I get from like my supporters, I guess you could say, is super unmatched. Like, it's amazing to me. No matter how long I'm gone, it's always a really big handful of people who are like, oh my God, I missed you. Where you been? Like, girl, what's going on? And even on Snapchat, you know, I remember one time I took over a beauty page's Snapchat, y'all. I kid y'all not. This was like maybe October or September 2019. I gained 2,000 followers on Instagram. I can't even tell you how many on Snapchat. I probably got over 10,000 people on Snapchat right now. And I follow everybody back too. That's what's crazy. Like, I be looking like, who are these people? I don't even get on Snapchat no more because I be following everybody back because that's love to me. Like, wow, like y'all really off. Y'all mess with me that hard to where like y'all coming on here requesting me. Like, I remember the page hit me back one time. It was like, yeah, so many people requesting you, da da da. I didn't end up doing it again, but that gave me anxiety. And that's where I'm getting to. Like, I feel like for a long time, I dealt with so much anxiety of like, not necessarily people's like approval, but it's like, I felt weird at the fact that, wow, I'm doing something and people really like it. That wouldn't be weird to most people, right? But it's weird to me. Like, that's one of my, like, I don't know if you call it trauma or what, but it's like, that's one of my bad habits that I really had to unpack, and I'm still unpacking it. Damn, I sounded like the little pig. Deep. But yeah, it's something I'm still learning. My why, my purpose, my value, what it is I want people to get from me. Like, starting these businesses, starting these hobbies, I never did none of this shit the right way. I didn't have nobody telling me like, oh girl, you need to do this, you need to do that, da 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 da. And even if they did, I probably still wouldn't listen because everything was just so new to me. Like I said, y'all, I was tweaking off just getting people liking my freaking pictures, like getting followers. Like, that's not weird to the most person, but it's like, that shit was so weird to me. It gave me anxiety. It gave me like, oh my God, this many people want to see me. Like, why? Like, I just was tripping. I was just tripping. Like, I was going through this toxic ass relationship, like, while going through post-grad depression, which I never touched on. But it's like, a bitch was really going through post-grad depression. I wasn't understanding why nothing was going right for me. Why I couldn't get a job, like why any of that stuff was happening. And it's like, instead of, like I said, using that using that pain and turning it into power, instead I just went into like my shell. Like, I just went into hermit mode. Like, oh my God, nothing's going right. Like, I just start stuff, I stop it. Like, I'm not consistent. And this year I have taken the time to figure out why. Like, why are you like this? Why? What is going on? Da da da. And you know what? People don't talk about how low income families, how can I say this? How success can make someone who's not used to it feel if they come from that type of environment. And I hope that makes sense. But a lot of people don't talk about that. Like, you know, for me, sometimes it's almost like, oh, this too good to be true. Like, nah, this can't be my luck. Like, we from the trenches, you know, we used to that. It's that piss poor poverty mentality. And it's like, I gotta get out of that. You know what I mean? Like, I am out of that now. Like, but I'm just telling y'all, like, this was my thought process back then. Like, it was just, oh, like, oh my God, people are actually liking me. Like, let me just go away. Like, let me disappear. I'm going through too much. It's like, I felt like I had to show up perfect for y'all. And I didn't. And I completely fucked that up. And I completely missed the mark. Like, if anything, I see people love my imperfections. Like, they love that I don't know the answers to shit sometimes. Like, you know, people love just the process. And it's like, I owed you guys that. Like, I owed y'all the process of everything that was going on. Well, maybe not everything, but majority of everything that was going on. And I think I was too worried about not necessarily what other people will say, but it's like a group of and I guess everybody have like their group of weirdos where it's just like these weird delusional assholes. They waiting on any little downfall you might have, and it's like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I think I felt like when I did want to come clean about a lot of things, I feel like I felt like that. Like, well, I can't because there's so many people that's like, they looking forward to this. And it's like, I don't need to focus on that. It's just like that saying, it's something, it's, don't quote me, but it's like, why would I focus on all the people who don't love me when there's so many people out here that do? I had to really get out of that habit. Like, I felt like I was posting and talking about like people who didn't like me, like people I fell out with for so long. And it's like, girl, for what? Like, focus on the motherfuckers who here, the people that do rock with you, the people that do tune in. Like, why the fuck do you keep talking about these people that don't like you? And that was something I had to ask myself. And that to me was my closure. Like, me just being like, you know what, girl, I don't give a damn why these people why they not messing with you. It is what it is. Like, going through a divorce, having to move back in with my mom at 25, you know, being a super successful person throughout college and then graduating and literally having no sense of direction, just out here in the streets. Like, all of that was something that was all traumatic, but it's like, all of that that's my testimony. Like, that's my testimony. That's my testimonial. Like, that's my life. Not saying you need to document the bad, but it's like, sure, everything can't be, you know, good. You do have to share the ups, the downs, the goods and the bad. And I feel like I am transparent, but I feel like I was missing that discernment, I guess, if you want to say. So it's like, yeah, I'm transparent, but it's like, I feel like I was still telling a little too much. And that may not have necessarily been the case. You know, somebody, I remember when I posted that video that I got divorced, so many women were under my video telling me their stories and DMing me. And to me, that was so fucking powerful. And I remember saying to myself, like, damn, I wish I would have said something sooner. Because it was so relatable to a lot of women. Like, I had people messaging me like, girl, you go ahead. I saw your video. That's what I'm talking about. Like, then of course there was people with their opinions I could care less about, but you know how that goes. So yeah, like, all of that definitely could have been used as testimonies, all of that, but it's like, I run. Like, I just used to run. It didn't matter if it was good stuff going, bad stuff, I'm gonna run. Like, I didn't like the attention, which was odd, I know. I had to get over that. Like, knowing that people, like, y'all, I promise y'all, I would get nervous if people would message me saying they watched the video. So imagine how I would act in person. Like, somebody be like, oh, I watched your video, or oh, you lipstick junkie. I'd be like, let me go hide. Oh my God, I'm caught. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I could never be a celebrity because that feeling is just weird, but it's like I cannot let that stop me from being creative, getting my art out to the world, making my impact. And I think I'm just now getting over that, like, shyness. I feel like time is a virtue for sure. It definitely reveals a lot. I feel like all these years I've been looking for just something like that razzle dazzle, that oomph, and it's like, bitch, the entire time you were the razzle dazzle. You are the oomph. Like, what are you doing? Influence I would have on people, like girls that I would know who hated makeup, never started wearing makeup a day in their life. We become friends. Now they makeup junkies, they makeup addicts. Like, just that little bit of influence to me alone is insane. And I guess when I saw, you know, I would be on my college campus, I might be in Walmart and people would recognize me, and that shit was so crazy to me. Like, I would be like, wow, like, who sent you? Not knowing, like, girl, this is it. Like, this is what you're gonna do. Like, it would be weird to me. Like, me and my boyfriend was at a bar, and shout out to you, girl. I'll never forget the girl, she sent us like some shots or something or whatever, and when we was leaving, she just pulled me to the side and she was like, lipstick junkie. I was like, girl, nah, I got identified. Type of stuff that makes me happy. Like, y'all response to my last video, my last chit chat, that spoke volumes. That did a lot for me. I posted on Snapchat this past weekend, and I know I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. And you know, people was just like, girl, where you been at? Like, what's going on? And when I was just telling people, like, I'm just getting my life together, honestly. I'm just getting my life together. That's it, that's all. Like, it's nothing crazy. I just gotta get my life together. But in the process, it's like, that don't mean I just gotta exclude y'all or not share. So with that being said, because I feel like I said a lot without really saying much. 2022, my influencer, or like, I guess, YouTube theme is going to be, well, not theme. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay, what I'm trying to say is, for 2022, my ideal upload schedule, since I have not been consistent, it will be something that's new to me. And yes, I have to actually put in work, like, to be consistent, y'all. Like, it's not something that I'm used to. I literally start something and I don't finish it. I think that's why I graduated in college, was like a, girl, you really graduated college? Like, okay, bitch. Like, you did not drop out. You did not quit. Because I'm quick to quit something, like, immediately. I'll be like, girl, I ain't doing that shit no more, and be done with it. And that is so not good. Like, that's definitely a habit I wouldn't want to instill in, like, my future kids or anything like that. Like, I would not want them to think like, oh, just quitting everything is cool. Like, of course, if it's not serving you, yeah, quit. But it's like, I don't even give myself time. My eyelash company, I just completely put that on pause because I felt like I had too much going on. You know, I wasn't getting the clientele like how I wanted, and I'm still not getting the clientele like how I would like right now, or at least the type of looks I would like to do, like, which are more dramatic or creative looks. I always get people who want supernatural, which is always super weird to me because My page is nothing but dramatic, full glam, but you know, whatever. That's another conversation for a different day too. But with that being said, I am going to upload every Wednesday. Well, I know y'all probably thought I was about to say something so crazy. No. I'm gonna upload every Wednesday. So I'm gonna try to upload once a week. At least like for January, February. I have hella content, hella vlogs that did not just, I just didn't edit because I've been having nothing. But it doesn't make it better when you're an inconsistent person, and on top of that, you don't have consistent equipment. Like sometimes my MacBook works, sometimes it don't. So I will say this, I will not be editing the videos how I would like, but I feel like no content is better. I mean, that type of content or like a basic edited video is better than no content. But y'all let me know, do y'all think that's better than no content at all, or just no content if I cannot do the videos like how I would want? Okay, period. This is the final look. Okay, y'all, I don't know why it's coming up so blurred right here. I swear, like, it's not even that much powder. I don't know why it looked that blurred. So this is the final look. To say thank you guys so much for rocking with me. All the content I've pretty much vlogged these last 6 months will be going up in January. I'm going to just do like a 2021 recap. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned to see that, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys, love y'all.